April the 10th, 2026. It is Thursday. It is Thunder Thursday. Some sad news coming out of Major League Baseball yesterday as the passing of an incredibly underrated player in Major League history was announced. Davey Lopes has died at the age of 80. He played with mostly the Dodgers, the Cubs, the A's, and the Astros. 4 All-Stars. I didn't realize that. I also did not realize that he had 557 career stolen bases. No clue he was that high up on the list. Not only that, his 83% success rate in stolen bases ranks 3rd all-time behind Tim Rock Raines and the great Royal Willie Wilson. Davey Lopes got a World Series ring in 1981 with the Dodgers, and then in 2008 as a coach for the Philadelphia Phillies. He was on that 86 Astros team that went to the NLCS and stretched the Mets to 7 games. He was in RBI Baseball, a great Nintendo game, as a bench player, where we used to nickname him Davey Left Eye Lopes. Rest in peace, Davey Lopes, dead at the age of 80. Turning 72 today, actor Dennis Quaid, Great Balls of Fire. He was also in I Can Only Imagine, Christian film, pretty good film. Former governor of Arizona and former CEO of Cold Stone Creamery, Doug Ducey turns 62 today. Speaking of baseball greats, a current one, Luis Arias of the San Francisco Giants, is 29 today. Happy birthday to him. Won 3 consecutive batting titles and is a lifetime .317 hitter, which is just unreal for this day and age. .317. Happy birthday to actress Elle Fanning, turning 28. Getting pretty warm today here in Richmond, Virginia. Look at that. 67 out, feels warmer. All sunny skies. Turn that AC on. Hey. All right, boys. What else is going on? Last night's feature presentation picked by John. And it was Happy Gilmore, 1996, a comedy, one of the great comedies of the 1990s. And it's the exception to the rule of, well, my rule that sports movies are do not like. This is one of the exceptions. Happy Gilmore still holds up. A very timely pick by John, since this is the 30-year anniversary of it, and because we have the Masters starting today. It's a golf movie starring Adam Sandler, who's been in a lot of movies. This is one of his most famous films. It also has Christopher McDonald as Shooter McGavin. Christopher McDonald was in kind of an underrated film from 2005 called Broken Flowers with Bill Murray. And he was also in a failed comedy of the 90s called Five Aces, 1999, which I love. It's a great film. One of our must-watches for the end of year season of movie watching. And he was also in the little-known horror film The Black Room in 1982. That was his debut film, Christopher McDonald. This also has Julie Bowen, Carl Weathers, who was in Rocky 1976, Dennis Dugan, Richard Kiel. Good to see him. Good to see Richard Kiel in this. He goes all the way back to the famous Twilight Zone episode To Serve Man, 1960, 1959, forget which year that one is, one of their early seasons. Joe Flaherty, rest in peace, is in this, is the heckler. He was in a great TV show called SC something, forget what it was called. SCTV, I think. And he was also in Back to the Future Part 2 at the very end as the Western Union guy. Cameo by Lee Trevino, Supermex is in this, golf player. Kevin Nealon is in this as well. Fat Jack, Vern Lundquist stars as himself, as the announcer. Of course, Bob Barker as himself. And someone who I did not realize was in this as one of the stuntmen is Ken Kirzinger, who plays Jason Voorhees in Freddy vs. Jason 2003. And he's also in Jason Takes Manhattan in a bit role in a diner. So Ken Kirzinger, it's unspecified what his stunt was in this, but he is in this as a stuntman. So that's last night's feature presentation. Happy Gilmore, 1996, still holds up. Very funny movie. Nice lead into today, the Masters. Round 1 is underway. It's very crammed at the top of the leaderboard. Fred Couples is in there. He's up there, tied for 9th last I checked. You saw my pick yesterday to win it, Chris Gotterup. He right now is at 11. I'll update the board tomorrow. Tell you who's up after round 1 and probably into round 2. Today's water temperature at the beach area, 58.5. It's dropped, but it's still above the threshold. Record high was 60.1 in 2019. Record low, 48.7 in 2011. So we're still sitting pretty. So we're in round 1 to the Masters. FJRS is 42 years old, and there's 42 days until his birthday. And we have exactly 2 weeks from now, we'll be setting up for the tailgate for the party of the year, the NFL draft party. You excited? And tonight, or before, in a little bit, we'll do a one for all the marbles to decide tonight's feature presentation. Spring season movie watching continues, and we have 11 must-watches to go. 12. We have 12. I updated. Look at my picture there. Updated it. All right, guys. Driving over Rio. Look at it now. Wow. We will be in Rio very soon, guys. Take care.